Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you this compound bow which I've made, and today's going to be the shooting video. As you can see, this bow is a compound bow, and that means that it's got cams on the ends of the limbs, and when you pull back the limbs, then when you get to full draw weight, it reduces the draw weight at the very end, so you can hold full draw weight back with much less effort. The reason that this bow looks pretty ugly with all the big bits of plywood on is I originally made the core of it out of oak, and it was very strong apart from one point which then snapped when I pulled it back. I've now fixed it and reinforced it all with plywood, and it can take a decent amount of draw weight. So now let's test the draw weight and see how well the let-off works. It peaks at 14 pounds of draw weight thereabouts and then goes down to 9 pounds. At the moment that draw weight's lighter than what I was looking for, but I'm going to test it out first. As suspected, the bow's not shooting very powerfully, so I'm going to tighten up all of the strings and increase the draw weight. Now the bow's much better, and I think the draw weight peaks at around 25 pounds. So in comparison, this is the bow shooting beforehand, and this is the bow shooting afterwards, and with the higher draw weight it has much less noise. I also find somehow that it's much more accurate. Now it's time for some slow motion at 240 frames a second with a GoPro Hero 3 Black. Here I'm shooting out my bedroom window to see how the arrow flies at longer range. At this longer range you can see that the bow isn't actually that powerful, and it takes a while for the arrow to reach the target. This is me shooting at some 2mm thick plywood, and the arrow easily goes straight through. Now some 9mm plywood and it's not a problem. The bow can even shoot through it when they're both put together. So now let me explain a bit about the weapon. The core is made of oak, but that snapped, so I had to reinforce it on either side with the plywood. The limbs on the end of the bow are made of 3 different pieces of fiberglass tent poles, and the cams are made of some 9mm thick plywood. The bowstring is just some wire which I had lying about, and it's got this special cord wrapped around it so it doesn't cut into your fingers or the bow. So overall I'm quite happy with the performance of this bow apart from the lower draw weight. I would tighten up the strings even more, but I'm afraid that I'd snap the bow again. So thanks for watching guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Stay tuned next week because I'll be uploading a full how-to tutorial on how to make this bow.